Welcome to the Rosie Show. Tonight, Fran Drescher is here. Who doesn't love her? And from the hit comedy Suburgatory, the hilarious Cheryl Hines. And here she is now. It's Rosie.
Good to see you. There's an Irish lady in a red sweater right there who looks like a relative. Who is that? Are you Irish? Cutie, Nana lady, are you Irish? You're not Irish? Are you sure? What's your name?
What's my name?
Yeah.
Lorraine.
Hi, Lorraine. How are you?
Fine.
Good. You're very adorable.
Pardon?
You're adorable.
Well, I thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome, Lorraine. You're
so are you.
Oh, thank you. I looked out, there was like my Nana was there for a minute. She's been gone since '81, but all of a sudden she was here in the crowd. Can you sit down? The show's about to start. Sit down. Wow, I felt like a minister then. You can sit, you can kneel. The show has ended. Go in peace to love and serve the Lord. I'm so happy to be here. You know, we were gonna have Arthur here. You know Arthur from the show, the guy who fell asleep? Remember? Yeah. Sort of like you, Nana, Lorraine. He was in red like you, and he was adorable, but he was asleep, right? Give us there he is. There's Arthur. He was sleeping during the program. So, yesterday we called him and said, would you come and do the announce for a day? And he said he would be here today, but unfortunately he overslept. Seriously, hand to God. So, he may be here tomorrow. You might have to be sticking around, Michelle, just in case.
I know where he lives, and I have plenty of Benadryl.
Excellent. That poor guy, boy, out. He was out. Well, I'm thrilled to be here. A lot of people have written and told me that they don't like me complaining about my outfits. That they say every day on Twitter, you know, the people, you complain about your outfits all the time. You finally look good on TV. Why don't you just shut up? You're so mean, Sand. I don't like what you're talking about, Sand. And I was like, well, all right, I do make fun. They're making me wear heels, you know. I got Spanx on to try to suck it all in. As if you're not gonna notice I'm 200 pounds with Spanx on, but whatever. And then somebody wrote, you know, you used to look like Buddy Hackett. And I thought, that's really unkind. But then I found this picture of myself online, and I kind of do. Take a look. That was my old show. Look at, and see that? Look, what the hell was I thinking? I don't even know. That was not a good look. You know why I had that? Because I wouldn't let them do any wardrobe things. I wouldn't. They would say, you know, we want to have a fitting. I'm like, sorry. I'm gonna be funny. You just have to provide the clothes. And they did. They went to the big and tall Plus store. Got some men's suits. But now we have new wardrobe people, and they told me, like yesterday I complained about the poncho, and it pissed off the poncho maker. Did you see me yesterday? They had me in a poncho. I was like, I'm Don Quixote. It was very weird. We had Sharon and Kelly Osbourne on yesterday, who were fantastic, and unfortunately, there was a little bit of swearing that went on. There's a little bit of cursing. I don't know what to tell you. Take a look. This is what happened. Now, if you could only see your mother watching you as you talk, you would never, ever, ever say anything daughterly mean to her again, because I have a daughter, and I know you sometimes say things to her.
Oh, you have no idea. Excuse me. She doesn't exactly have a halo over her.
Double beep! Double beep!
How very dare you?
2 curses in a 5-second sweep. Not good. So they made me have a swear jar. See it? Apparently, they say if I curse, I have to put money in there. Yeah. I don't know. They said whatever you have on you, you know, so I check my pockets and I'm like, I got no money. Ah! Damn it. You have a 5? Do you have any money? Anyone have a 5? I'm sorry, honey. How old are you? Are you like 14 at least? Please, how old? 15? Oh, that's even... Ah! Twice! All right, no, we'll edit that out. No one will will ever see that.
We're gonna need a bigger jar.
You're not kidding. Well, you know, it's funny. I said they could have kids here, and you passing it down to the kid? All right, pass down the mic. Does she have the mic? Oh, you have it. What's your name, child?
Jessica.
What?
Jessica.
Oh my God, I thought you said Justin Koch. I'm like, your name is Justin Koch? Jessica.
Yeah.
Is that a Chicago way to say it? Jessica. Justin Koch. Okay, Jessica, you're 13.
Yeah.
You're in the 7th or 8th grade.
8th grade.
You're very pretty.
Thank
Are
you.
you smart?
Yeah.
You do well in school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you pass algebra?
I'm actually on that right now.
You know what, Jessica? There's no way to solve those problems. Really, don't even try. You'll never use it in your adult life. A bus leaves Utah at 9 p.m. traveling 12 miles per hour. Another bus leaves Florida at 6 p.m. traveling 45 miles per hour. How many Jewish people on board? Jessica, I did that joke in Las Vegas, and some lady in the front goes, "None, I would never take a bus." That's the truth. So are you here with your mom?
Yeah.
And Mom, you let her cut out of school? I love it. Don't
She's a good mom.
look at you. You're acting like the mother went like, No, you did. Just a big yes. You called in and you said she was sick, homesick.
I just said I had to pick her up.
You had to pick her up.
They
from
didn't
school.
ask why.
Yeah, they didn't. What would you have said if they asked? Doctor's appointment?
Probably.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of TV. Have you seen this new show, Dance Moms? Oh, my Lord is right. This is the sickest show. Okay, let me try to explain it. There's a woman who looks a little bit like me. You have to admit it. I could be Abby. Tell the truth. I could too. If I had on like leggings and a very big black shirt, I could be her. She's from Long Island, also not good. We sound alike. She owns a dance studio. She takes her job very seriously. She screams and yells at the children and at the mothers who sometimes are inebriated during the performance. We have a clip.
Oh my God, she can't even see right now.
You, get on stage. You I will deal with later. Go.
What's your deal?
We need to talk.
It came forward. What did you want me to do?
You're in the bar having a drink and her headpiece is falling off.
Her headpiece didn't fall off. It
Yes,
came
it did.
forward.
Whatever.
It didn't fall on the stage.
Whatever.
She's fine.
She's fine. It's my number. It's my
It
number.
was fine. Abby, mistakes happen. We're human.
You are. Mistakes like that don't happen to me.
And I'm not gonna have you treat me like this. I'm an adult.
Act like one. Get
You
the
act like
headpiece
one. You're
right.
screaming at me in front of all these people.
You screwed up. If you're gonna come on the trip, she's yours.
Yeah,
Stay
but
out of the bar, stay in the dressing room. When she goes on stage, the headpiece is sewed in the head.
When she goes on stage, the headpiece is sewed in the head. Child Protective Services. That woman scares the crap out of me. And don't you think we look a little alike? Come on, couldn't I play her on a skit? I want to do like, instead of, dance moms, comedy moms. Like that we'd have a lot of little kids there and it's me trying to teach them to be funny. And I'm like, call the mother out. You thought that was a funny joke? That's crap, that's hack, that's cat skills. You don't bring that kid back in here without some good material. I could be her, I swear to God. I don't know. Have you seen, thanks. Have you seen, applause during my talk, it's nice. Have you seen hillbilly hand fishing? Few of you? Yeah, I'll tell you what to watch. Hillbilly hand fishing, you pay money to go to a swamp in the South with two men with no teeth who teach you how to catch catfish with your bare hands and your feet. They have subtitles on the show when the men are speaking English. You use your feet down there and get that surfer, come on down here, grab them right around here, steam on out here. Got yourself a catfish. People pay money to go do hillbilly I think they should do this for prisoners. I'm sorry, you have 3 burglaries. You're going hand fishing. Bring us 4 catfish, or else you're in the clinker. I think my favorite show on TV now is My Strange Addiction. Please tell me you've seen that. Hands up if you've seen My Strange Addiction. Lorraine, what the hell's wrong with you? Come on, Lorraine. This is a show where they show other people's addictions, which are hysterically funny if they don't happen to be your addiction. One of them, I kid you not, the woman ate the foam in all the cushions of her couch. And they actually have her doing those confessional interviews to the camera. I don't know, I just get hungry and it's the only thing that satisfies me. Sometimes I'm at friends' houses and they make dinner and I'm looking at the sofa. I think we should put the cushion eater on Hillbilly Hand Fishing after the dance lessons from the Dance Bomb. And they filmed that all. Super hybrid reality. What do you say? All right, Catrice and the boys are here. Hello, Catrice. They're gonna play us out to commercial because I talked too long. My baddie Fran Drescher is here. Also, the amazingly funny Cheryl Hines and her mom. We'll be right back after this. Don't go away. She's got the laugh heard around the world when she became America's favorite nanny. She's my buddy. You know her, you love her. Fran Drescher. They love you. Hi, honey.
How great!
Good to see you.
Thank you, and congratulations on your success.
Thank you, and to
You're
you.
in beautiful Chicago.
Isn't it nice here?
What an incredible city this is.
And I never knew. Did you know?
I knew.
You knew.
I knew it's a fabulous city. It has everything.
Yes.
The architecture, the integration with the old, the new. It's got great restaurants, culture, which you know is very important to me.
The fountain. Did you see that fountain?
people are so
The people
nice.
are so nice.
The Millennium Park. How
Unbelievable.
It's incredible city.
I took a Segway tour on
And
that.
I have to tell you,
What?
this is my last stop on a 5-week journey that included New York City, Paris, and London. And let me tell you, folks, this town holds its own.
Wow. For your book? Was it a 5-week for the book, or were you doing the Cancer Schmancer?
Well, it was Cancer Schmancer. We were selling my new series, International.
Fantastic.
Happily Divorced.
Have you seen it? It's fantastic. And we both sort of came back to TV at the same time.
Crazy? We're finally back to doing what we do.
Exactly
Hi,
right.
girl.
Exactly. And it's
You
so funny
know?
that when you did, Fran and I, my first movie I ever did was with Fran. It was Car 54, Where Are You? No one saw it. We know. I don't even think they ever released it, did they?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
No.
But we did it, and I had never been on a movie set, and I knew Fran from Cadillac Man, I remember when I saw that movie, from Spinal Tap, I'm like, who is that funny, beautiful girl? It's not fair that she's beautiful and funny.
And I knew you from that competition show.
Star Search.
Star Search, yes.
That's right.
Yes.
When I had the David Cassidy haircut. Remember that? Not good.
I was voting for you.
You
I was
were?
pushing for you, yeah.
Back then, people don't remember, but it was like American Idol is now. It was so
Except
popular.
there wasn't the audience participation.
Right, exactly.
But it
it
was a
was
good show.
judges. You had to stand up there, and when you did stand up, they had stand up and dancing and acting and singing. You had 2 minutes, and the clock would tick down. And then when you were done, they gave you 1 to 4 stars. And if you won, you came back. And I kept coming back, and I won like $22,000. I thought I was.
Great.
Oh, it was so fun.
And you know, you talk about coming from Long Island and all of this, and you know, it's just wonderful.
And you're from Queens.
Yeah, exactly. We're cut from the same cloth.
We totally are. So we did this movie. I didn't know anything, and they're throwing me in a dumpster the first day that you were on the set. And I hear this voice, "Hold it, Angel! What are you doing?" And I said, "They told me I had to be thrown in there." She started screaming at everyone, "You get her a stunt woman, you give her the turnaround time. This will not come Come here, Angel. Come here. That was it, right?
Yes, and you were going to the museum. We were in Toronto.
Yes.
And you already had gone to some of the museums, and I'm thinking, you know, you don't get the impression when you're watching her doing stand-up on Star Search that, you know, you enjoy culture too.
Exactly.
And we immediately forged a friendship that has lasted all these years.
Yes.
I'm very
over 20
happy
years.
to say.
And honestly, it's like you're
and
my
we still
sister.
call each other Angel.
It's true. I know it's her when you hear Angel. Who else could it be?
Now listen, you showed a picture of when we were doing the nanny together.
Yes, yes.
And so I have to say, now that we're back in business
Yeah,
again, I was thinking maybe when the show launches for the second season in
Yes,
March,
yes.
I'll come back. I'll do your show, but then we'll shoot a scene where maybe it'll be, because you know, the premise of Happily Divorced is after 18 years, my husband wakes me up in the middle of the night and says, honey, I think I'm gay.
Yeah.
And we get the divorce, but we can't sell the house because of the economy, and we can't afford to live separately until we do sell the house. So we're kind of like stuck living together.
Right.
And trying to be happily divorced. So anyway, maybe we can trump something up where...
Hold it. Did you have to say Trump? Okay, go ahead. Keep going. We could make something up. Yeah.
Where you're like doing a show when the spouse comes out.
Right?
And then we'll shoot a scene just like we did for the nanny.
I'm in.
For Happily Divorced.
I'm in, honey. You don't have to ask me twice. I'll do whatever.
Won't that be fun? Then I'll be on OWN on your show, and you'll be on TV Land on my show.
Right, and the show's a big hit on TV Land. It's a big hit
It is.
across the board. You
They
got
picked us
renewed.
up, yeah, for a second
Baby,
season.
isn't that good?
Oh, it's so exciting.
And it is
I'm
based...
so grateful, you know, in this day and age, in this economy and everything, to be working, making people laugh,
Right.
doing something I love to do. It's great. And everything that, you know, I do, it helps inform, you know, my purpose.
Right.
The Cancer Schmancer
Yes.
organization.
We're going to talk about that after we come
Okay.
back from the break. But it's based on your life because Fran was married to Peter for a long time.
Inspired.
And then Peter, who is writing on the show with you.
Yes, he's the executive producer.
Peter and Fran created and produced The Nanny, and they did that for all those years successfully. Then they got divorced, very difficult time. Peter, you know, figured out he was gay, and they didn't speak. Franny got sick.
Yeah.
Found out she had cancer. Peter was there. And they were back, and they're the closest of friends, and now they're producing and writing this show about their real life. And it's really very beautiful how you love.
Funny, and the global message of the show is love is love. It's not conditional.
Right.
You know, just everybody has to live from their authentic self.
And the fact that you live this truth makes it even better to watch you do it because you know it's real. Well, we're going to take a break, come back and talk about Cancer Schmancer and Franny's new book. So don't go away. You're watching OWN.
You like it?
Fran?
Peter?
Oh my God! What are you doing here?
Gregory invited me.
He invited me too.
He's straight.
He's gay.
He's both.
How great of Charles to do that, right?
I know.
Oh, so fun.
I love Charles Shaughnessy. He is so wonderful. And Michael Higgins, do you recognize him
What?
from all the movies that he's
Best in Show.
Oh,
The guy
God.
is hysterical.
And you know, he didn't play any gay parts after Best in Show because that was all they were offering him.
Right.
So he ended up doing a slew of movies that, you know, people have seen where he played straight. And then he, this part came along and he wanted to work with me. And the role was so interesting because the character is, you know, has been straight his whole life.
Right.
So, you know, he walks that razor's edge. He doesn't really know how to integrate fully into the gay community yet.
Right.
It's a culture that he's getting to learn and know and feel comfortable with. And so, you know, he does such an amazing job.
He does. And it's a great show. It's
John
on
Michael
TV
Higgins.
Land. Tell everybody when it's on.
Well, we're in a new time slot now, so we start in March, airing again for the second season, and we'll be on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m.
Fantastic.
And now, I mean, it's in repeats. You can watch the first season, or you could go on tvland.com and look at all of the first season just to bring yourself up to speed if you haven't watched it yet. But it's really funny. We got a lot of the same writers from The Nanny, and it's got a good heart, this show. And,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm proud of you. I watched it. I
thank
loved
you.
it. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Being Wendy is a kid's book Fran wrote. She doesn't have any kids, but she wrote a really good kid's book.
I was one.
You were, actually. And you do have nieces.
Yes, and I am the nanny.
Yes, that's true. But it's a great book about how people try to put you in a box, and you wrote it yourself?
Yes, I did.
And
yes, I did. And we got a very good illustrator. And, you know, I'm very proud of it because I think that, you know, I wanted to leverage the fact that the popularity of The Nanny with children who weren't even alive when I was shooting the show.
Like Vivi.
Yes, exactly. It's so major. And the message that I wanted to get across to them was to celebrate their individuality.
Right.
That they don't have to conform to any specific type and, you know, just to be nurtured for who they are.
And it's great to have a book like this for kids with a girl featured, right? It's all about the girl, Wendy, and how she could find out who she is without having to be in a box. So, bravo, feminist little book for children in the best way, right? Now, everybody knows that you had cancer. And unlike most people who have cancer who get over it and try not to ever think about it again, you decided to make it your life's mission.
Right, I turned it into a cottage industry.
Right, exactly. So you formed the foundation Cancer Schmancer, and you did the book Cancer Schmancer.
Yes.
And now what's happening with that?
Well, we have this fantastic new program. I really urge everybody to go onto our website, cancerschmancer.org, or the, you know, our other website, which is Trash Cancer. That's the program. Because, you know, the cornerstone of Cancer Schmancer is stage 1 is the cure.
Right.
If you catch it on arrival, 95% survival. So learn the early warning whispers, transform from being a patient to a medical consumer, become better partners with your physician. Don't go into denial. Say to yourself when you feel something's not right, well, this could be nothing, but it might be something, and God forbid it is, I want to catch it right at the beginning so we can fix it up and I can get on with my life. The reason why we lose loved ones to cancer is almost always because of late-stage diagnosis, and that is unconscionable in this great country. But we have to take responsibility. So be more proactive, people. Then prevention is huge because 95% of most cancers is environmental. So we have the capability right now, today, to start helping reduce our risk of cancer for ourselves and our families by making better choices.
About our diet.
Yeah, a healthier lifestyle. Just start with the home. What you clean your home with, what you put on your skin, and what you put in your mouth. And every time you go shopping, try and make one thing a healthier choice. And so that falls under our prevention program, and that's our new big program. It's Trash Cancer. The jig is up, because once you wake up and smell the coffee, it's hard to go back to sleep. So I'm sounding the alarm, and
very articulately, I might add. You're like, just press go, and I don't have to do anything. I love it.
You forgot what a great guest I am.
Honey, I haven't forgotten. But while you were telling the story about cancer, tell everybody about how being famous was not necessarily a benefit. About John Wayne. Tell them that about nobody. John Wayne. Remember you told me that?
No.
Okay, can I tell? All right, when Franny was sick, I was like, you know, I knew she had been sick for a while, and she had had a lot of symptoms, and doctors, how many years was it?
2 years.
2 years.
And 8 doctors before I got diagnosed with uterine cancer. I got in the stirrup more times than Roy Rogers.
Right, and the doctors would look at her and say, you look too young and beautiful, and you've got great right?
Right. They said, you know, with the, you know, that I had leg pain because they said, oh, you have restless leg syndrome and drink gin and tonic before going to bed. And they said, you know, my stool changed because I was eating too much roughage, cut back on the roughage, no more spinach. And then my breast was so hard, and they said, well, you had the of an 18-year-old, which I do. But now, there I was, in need of roughage, going to bed sloshed in some vain attempt to cure myself.
Right. And she said that, I said, well, being famous, I thought you would get the best doctors. And she says, let me tell you one thing, Angel. Nobody wants to stick their finger up John Wayne's ass and tell him he has cancer. Right? Remember? You don't remember that? I thought it was one of your staples.
Now it's coming back to me.
It was yours. That was good. I laughed. All right, now, Franny has this best friend, Judy. She's been her best friend forever. Yeah. I've known Judy since I've known Fran for 20 years, because once you're in the mishpucha, you never get out, okay? So you and Judy went to Africa.
Yay!
And I asked Franny if she would bring a clip.
Went on safari.
Right, safari.
The 2 Jewish girls.
The 2 Jewish girls on safari. I said, you got to take a video for the show. And I don't really think it needs any explanation. I thought we'd end with it. Take a little look at these tiny little clips from Franny's safari.
So the guide and the tracker saw vultures and decided that there must be a kill somewhere. So they took the gun and left us sitting here. And the keys we noticed are in the Jeep. It'll just get darker later. They told us to stay put. We don't know what to do. And we don't see them. I'm looking, but I'm telling you, they are nowhere to be seen. I'm not kidding. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that healthy male there. That's what I'm talking about. See? Now, you don't see that on Match.com.
Honey, honestly, I had a few jokes, but write them yourself. You know where I'm going with that. I love you so much.
I love you.
Mom and Dad are good.
Oh, they're so wonderful.
More
I
than
cherish
Sylvie.
and adore them.
I love you. I'm their third daughter. That's what they told me.
So totally. We have our mug from when we went to see your show. She made us mugs with the snapshot, and we all have it.
I like to do that.
The family picture.
I'm a little nerdy. Anyone who wants to take me in their family, I'm like, don't forget, you love me. Don't forget, you love me. But I love them and you. Fran Drescher, watch your new show.
Thank you.
The book hits stores in November. We'll be back with Cheryl Hines. Played Larry David's wife, Cheryl, on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Take a look.
You can't do anything like a normal person. It's about talking during sex.
So I talk during sex. So what?
Yeah, but it's not dirty talk. You chit-chat.
So?
Who can't tell that real crab isn't fake crab? And
By the way, people should be able to tell real crap from fake crap. You gotta be a moron if you can't tell the difference. That's what I think.
Well, you know what?
And if I bring that up while we're having sex, that's a fun topic to discuss.
You know what the thing is, Larry? People ask me all the time, how do you stay with him? And I always tell them, there's another side to Larry that you don't see. And then I just realized today, there's no other side.
No, there's another
There's
side.
no other side.
There's a lot
This
of sides.
is it.
I'm complex.
Please welcome Cheryl Hines. Honey. It's standing. How nice. Hey, Cheryl Hines. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
I'm good.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
You really do.
As do you. I told you that backstage.
You did, and I appreciated it.
It's true.
But you look young. You look like, I would say, if I saw you, I'd say that girl's in her 20s.
Well, I feel good these days.
You do?
Yeah.
Were you sad on the show when you and Larry got a divorce?
Well,
I mean, you know, in a way, you're watching
yeah, no, it's hard. It's hard to watch. You know, it's hard
Yeah.
to watch a season where he's dating other women and.
Does it feel like he's cheating on you?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, he's like making out with women, and I don't like it.
No. Did you know him before you did the show?
No.
See?
I had never met him.
That's
which
his
was
genius,
good.
right? Don't you think?
What, that he.
No, I mean that, like, people say to me, because I was only on twice, and people go, oh, you and Larry must be really good friends. I didn't even know him.
No.
I would think you had known him for a long time, but you didn't know him either.
I didn't know him at all. And as a matter of fact, that was one of the reasons I got the job, because they wanted an unknown actress. So people would think that maybe that's his real wife.
And what people don't realize is, for 7 years, you improvised.
Yes, it's all improvised.
Now, that's shocking to most people.
Yeah, I think it's the only show that's improvised, really, isn't it?
I think you're right.
Yes.
But you did improv at the Groundlings, which I didn't know.
Did.
And tell everybody who your teacher was.
One of my teachers was Lisa Kudrow. She was my first teacher.
How about that?
I know, and I love to say that because it makes me sound like I'm so much younger than she is, and I'm not. I think I just got a late start. But she was, I just loved her as a teacher. She's so smart.
Yes.
And so talented.
Yes.
And I would just watch her and watch how quick she was. And then it's funny. Then years later, we're friends, and it's just, I don't know, life works.
How it goes in a circle
yeah,
like that.
Different circles.
Did you ever do stand-up, or you just did improv?
Oh my gosh, I did stand-up. I took a stand-up class in Orlando.
Okay.
And for our, final, we had to get up and do 5 minutes at a club.
A local club?
Yeah. So I did it. And I was so nervous about it. My friend and I drove way out of town. I think we were in like Cocoa Beach or something, like a tiny little club in Cocoa Beach where nobody would know me because
Right.
I had to get up and do it. But it was fun, but it was too stressful, too
Yeah.
difficult. I don't know how you do it.
Well, what did you do before that? What job did you have before you decided I want to go into acting and improv and all this?
I did, you know, of course, waitressing, bartending. I did, I got stabbed in the shower scene at Universal Studios. We recreated the psycho shower scene.
Like nightly?
Daily, yeah, like 12 times a day.
That's gotta be good for your psyche.
It was very odd.
I can imagine.
You wear a wig and a bodysuit, and well, the best part was in between shows, you just sit around in your trailer with 4 other women that looked exactly like you in a wig, and just in your towel, waiting for your next show.
Waiting to get murdered again for pay.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds fun.
It was fun. It actually was a lot of fun.
Who were the actresses you looked up to and you thought, I want to be like her, or I want to?
Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh, honey, Valerie Harper for me.
Really,
I wanted to be Rhoda, totally, yes.
And then, and you know, of course, Carol Burnett. Oh my God.
The best of the best.
Yes, Lucille
Yeah.
Ball. All of those
Yeah.
guys, like they're just, you know, magical.
Yeah. It's funny, you say, Lucy, I always wanted to be Ethel. You said, Mary, I want to be Rhoda. I was always like the sidekick. I don't know why.
That's so funny.
Yeah. When I was in college, the professor actually said, the part of Rhoda Morgenstern has already been cast. And I was like, oh, you little bitch. Yeah. Oh, did I just say a curse? I almost did, but I fumbled the end of it.
Oh, nicely done.
Thank you. Your mom is in the audience, is this true?
Is.
And I understand that she has a special drink that she's taught you to prepare.
She has, yes.
And that, will she join us on stage?
She will.
And can we have one?
Yeah, we must.
All right, then we will take a break and we'll be drinking with Cheryl and her mom, so don't go away. You're watching O. Granny Rosie, yes.
Aw.
We're back with Cheryl Hines and her mom, Rosemary, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Have you been on TV before?
Sort of.
Really?
Well, just, I haven't been like this.
She hasn't been up on stage.
Oh.
She's usually just...
Audience.
You've been in the audience, you've never had a featured role.
Yeah.
It's your debut. How do you feel?
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
She hasn't even started drinking yet. This is how she... Wonderful.
Where'd you raise her? Where'd you raise her and her 3 siblings?
Well, she started out in Miami, and then she moved all around Florida and little Georgia, and ended up in Winter Haven, which is Central Florida, then Tallahassee.
And you're from somewhere down south? I don't know where. Where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida, but I've been living in Tallahassee area for years.
Wow. And when Cheryl told you she wanted to be a performer, were you encouraging?
Oh, she didn't have to tell me.
You knew.
I knew years ago.
Well, was she like that as a kid, always showing off and doing stuff?
She always did the little shows for the neighbors and everybody.
It's true.
She liked to make little hors d'oeuvres and bring on a Ritz cracker a little piece of bologna.
I just wanted to be liked.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
I was like, I'll do anything for a grown-up to say, oh, well, aren't you nice?
Yeah, I had the same thing, especially with teachers. I was such a suck-up.
Yeah, me
I
too.
wanted the teachers
Yeah,
to
me
love
too.
me.
I needed that.
Yeah. And then your other children are not in the entertainment industry.
Not paid.
Not paid. What do they do, Mom?
This is a good question.
What do they do?
Well, they like to entertain us.
My sister teaches at the University of Central Florida. Yeah,
Wow.
she's amazing and fantastic. And one of my brothers works for United Cerebral Palsy.
Oh, good for him.
And then my other brother does a lot of, what's it called? Tax
Property
appraisal.
tax.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said tax evasion. That would have been fun.
He does lots and lots of tax
My
evasion.
other brother's in prison. He does tax evasion. All right, so Mom, what's this drink?
Well, I call this Rosie's Heavenly Punch. When I had this little party for Cheryl for her premiere show.
She has a brand new show.
Brand new show.
Okay, before we drink it, tell everybody about your new show.
My new show is called Suburgatory.
And it just got picked up.
It just got picked up.
Congratulations.
Yes. It's on ABC. It's right before Modern Family.
It's that cutie Jeremy Sisto who I love. Adorable. It's a great show. Really funny.
I get to do things with him.
You certainly do. You get to flirt and be a little Southern almost.
Well, yes. I'm taking a page from my mom.
Well,
yes.
I got to meet him too.
You did?
Yes, I did.
So you threw a party out in California.
Well, no. This was at home.
Oh, okay.
When the show first started.
But tell him the real name of the punch.
Well, I didn't want to, scare my friends off that first time. So I just called it Rosie's Heavenly Punch. And then at the end, I told them it was called Hop, Skip, and Go Naked. Which is well...
Honey, I don't want any Rosie's Heavenly Punch, but I will take a hot skip and go naked.
Hop, skip, and go naked.
Kaboom! Row. There we go. All right, what's in it?
It's got some vodka,
Yes.
beer,
Ooh.
frozen lemonade, 7-Up, and it's got some slices of lime and
To
orange
fool people
on
into
the top.
thinking that it's something normal.
Very
Do you know why I like it? It doesn't taste like a liquor drink at all.
Well, that's why she calls it Rosie's Heavenly Punch.
not to scare people off at
Like that
first.
she doesn't want to scare people, she wants to trick them.
Well, I mean, the whole purpose for us to be there was to watch her first new show.
Watch Suburgatory.
So I didn't want them to drink
Right.
too much before.
It is funnier when you drink Hop, Skip, and Go Naked and then watch Suburgatory.
I think probably most things are funnier. Yeah. Well, you're going to give me the recipe. We're going to put it up on our website. If you want to find out how to mix just local stuff you have at home into something and call it a punch, go to rosie.com, would you? All right. Mom, thank you so much for being here.
I appreciate it so much.
Cheryl, you're the funniest and the nicest.
You're the best.
And Cheryl does amazing stuff in California with the public education system. We're going to link you to that cause as well if you go to our website. We'll be right back. We're going to play a game. Don't go away. Okay. Cheers. It's actually... Hey, everybody. It's me, Rosie, here to talk to you about my new website, rosie.com. You want a little something extra to check out when the show's over? Go to rosie.com for your daily dose of Rosie. You want to know the best way to stay in touch with The Rosie Show?
I'm happy to be here.
Go to rosie.com and sign up for our weekly newsletter. Click subscribe and you'll always be in the know with me, Ro. That rhymes. Could you read a book? Who am I, Dr. Seuss? Go to rosie.com today and play, okay? You know, I do a lot of talking around here. Now it's your turn.
I'm Kathy from Chicago.
I love how you talk. Go to rosie.com and tell us what's on your mind. Get it off your chest. I'm here, I'm listening, and I'm cheaper than a shrink. Go to rosie.com and just tell us what's on your mind. When I was a baby, my first words were game show. Okay, that's not true. My first words were probably Broadway and softball and give me some vanilla ice cream. But I love games, and that's the point. And now it's time to play Squeeze-Its. Hit it, Catrice.
Hey everyone, it's time to play a game that everyone loves to play. And the name of the game today is Squeeze-Its.
Fantastic. Let's meet today's lucky contestants. We all know Cheryl Hines and her partner Eileen. Hi, Eileen.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Where are you from?
I'm from Shanahan, Illinois.
Fantastic. We're short on time. Be quiet.
Okay.
Hi, Rosemary. You're Cheryl's mom. Nice to have you. And you are?
Emily.
What do you do, Em?
I'm a makeup artist.
Fantastic. You look good.
Thanks.
Okay, here's the game, and here's how it works. I'm going to give you 2 clues that go together and can be squeezed into one correct answer. For example, he was a Beatle, and he played Indiana Jones. You would buzz in and say, George Harrison Ford. Cheryl looks confused. The first person to get 5 correct moves on to the bonus round. Let's get started. Here we go. She flips letters for Wheel of Fortune, and this is where the president lives. Yes.
Better White House.
Better White House. One for Eileen. He sang Tutti Frutti, and he sweats to the oldies. Yes.
Little Richard Simmons.
Yes. 1-1. It's a close game. Question. This is why I love Chicago. Did you hear what she just said? Good job.
We're besties.
I love that. Do you know each other before the show?
No,
Then stop talking to each other. Be competitive.
I am.
It adds tension to the game.
I am okay.
Cheryl,
Sorry, Emily, you're going down.
Get in and help, Cheryl.
I'm trying.
Okay, here we go. Question number 3. Neil Patrick Harris plays Barney in this sitcom, and it's a classic nursery rhyme. I'm sorry, it's How I Met Your Mother Goose.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the hard one. And if you say it again, I will throw you right out. Question number 4. He sings Candle in the Wind, and he has Saturday Night Fever. Yes.
Elton John Travolta.
All right. 2-1.
All right.
Question 5. She's Goldie Hawn's daughter, and this flows alongside the New York City. Yes.
Gorgeous.
Kate Hudson River.
Kate Hudson River. Oh my gosh, 3-1. As we said, 5-point wins. Okay. 3-1, 5-point wins. Come on, Rosemary.
It's okay. We're on it.
During the commercial, we had a couple of stand up and get nakeds. A sitcom starring Lucille Ball, and she played Xena.
Sitcom.
Lawless. I love Lucy Lawless.
Yes! 4-1! Oh my gosh! It is such a close game. I can't imagine. What's gonna happen? All right. She's a 902. What is it?
Tori spelling bee!
Exactly. Tori spelling bee. It's amazing how you were able to do that.
That's weird.
I know. It's odd like that. Really odd. Anyway, we're gonna go again.
It's competitive.
It's a Nickelodeon series about a teen with her own web show. Yes!
Carly Simon!
Now we got a game. It's 4-3. 4-3.
Good job.
Here we go.
Good job. Gotta get you.
No more help for you.
Okay.
Gotta get you.
She was a screen legend who loved white diamonds, and she's a country pop.
Elizabeth Taylor Swift!
Yes! It is really a tie score, and we're almost out of time. This is going to determine the winner. She was Laverne on Laverne and Shirley, and he's also known as Eminem.
Penny Marshall! What's his last name?
Matters.
Marshall?
Was it Walter Matters?
Mathers, yes!
Oh my God!
Come here, come over here, all of you. We don't even have time to play the bonus round.
So much fun.
We're at it. Get up here, Ro. Hold on to her. She's had a lot to drink. Okay, everybody read that. Read the prompter.
This show's been great, but it's missing one thing.